Alrighty. Good evening. I see I have a grand total of one viewer. How are you doing, comrade? How's 2021 treating you? This fine day. Right now I'm just fighting with Bluetooth so that hopefully Windows will finally accept my controller. Oh, there we go. Yay. Yeah, for some reason, Windows 10 is just really, really, truly awful at dealing with that kind of stuff. Like it has never worked seamlessly with Bluetooth controllers, which that wasn't a problem when I mained using my Steam controller, but that used a 2.4 gigahertz little dongle thing that just you plug into the back of your computer and you kind of forget it. Unfortunately, my Steam controller doesn't work with VBA, Visual Boy Advance. So I have to use a Xbox controller, and that requires Bluetooth, and that is that's decidedly less cool. But without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Give me property, Streamlabs. Thank you very much. Why is it not working? One moment. While I sort this crap out. Because in theory, everything is figured out. Huh. I've never had this problem with Streamlabs before. I guess the easy way to handle this is just reset the window capture. Yes, I want to remove window capture. Add source. Oh, now it works fine. There we go. And we'll go ahead and center that, sort of. Oh, perfect. No. Ah! Okay. Really should have figured this out before I started streaming. I apologize. I do apologize. Kind of, kind of forgot that I was on a schedule, to be honest. And that'll be fine as long as nobody subscribes. Or, follows or anything. Shh, don't tell anyone. There we go. Alright, and with all of that nightmarish crap out of the way, let's get the show on the road. Really? This is not my day. This is not the first time that Visual Boy has done this, where it just completely forgets what my joypad is doing. Configure number 1. Son of a bitch. One moment. Okay, we finally got VBA to accept everything, so we'll be back on in a jiffy. Let's try this dance again, shall we? And it works! Bootstrap solutions occasionally actually do function. How cool is that? All right. Why the hell not? Right, where was I? Right. Okay, so we got the... Yeah, we got the rock breaky thing. So I kind of know where to go now. Oh, I'm going to have to get past that ruler sword again. Fuck! Some more of that janky-ass walking animation. Right, because I was racing the marbles on Monday. And that didn't turn out in my favor. Whew. Yes, we're going in the right direction. So, Nah, I don't think saving is all that necessary. Since I'm going strictly A to B. Hey, any experience is useful experience. Whippet bats! Yow! Actually, that is a good question. How much money do I have? Not as much as I'd like, but more than I need. Okay, where is that breaky rock thing? Do I want to walk all the way back up there, or do I want to cheat and just reload the game? I don't know. Let me think on that. Oh, I forgot to mention this. This will probably be a shorter stream because I'm so late to starting it. And that is entirely my fault. Because still early days of having a schedule, and I totally forgot that I was on for tonight. But I did make sure the microphone works, so yay! May as well kill this guy. I literally did not see that coming. Ooh, no. Give me my cross back. In most Castlevania games, if the cross is well designed, then it's that kind of weapon that, once you get it, you don't want to give it up. Doubly so in this game, because you have the spell books. His ability is so broken. I have a thing about breaking candles. It's an addiction, I admit. I own my vices. Mine is breaking candles in Castlevania games, even when I don't need to. Okay, so... Right, so we'll save, and we'll make a shot for that portal and go back to Castle A, or no, different spot in Castle A. Nope, Castle B. God, this game's confusing. And break some blocks. Son of a bitch. No. I really do love this hallway. Granted, it's more fun to do that hallway from the other direction, but, you know. Yes. I am where I would like to be, kind of. Man, I used to have to wail on those chicks. Yeah, fun fact about the scarecrows. You could just kind of walk underneath them. They are literally not a threat. They mostly exist to force you to rethink your approach to the area. Like, you gotta reconsider how you jump when they're around. Wait, do I have my visual filter on? I'm just kind of curious. Yes, I do have it on. Okay, I don't know why I didn't think I didn't. Yeah, pretty soon I'm going to be able to one-shot everything in this cave, and it will feel so nice. Yeah, and if memory serves, there's no breakable blocks that I'm aware of. I think there's a block that has to be dropped, but I don't think there's one that can be broken in here. Yeah, this seems like the kind that I'm gonna have to actually like lower. Yeah, that has to be lowered with the switch. Which I'm willing to bet is in the Castle A version of this area that I currently don't have access to. But I will soon. How dare, sir? How dare? Come on. So actually, yeah, that is about the length of the fully upgraded whip from the original Castlevania. It just looks a little off because Juiced has a physically larger sprite. And it's not like hunched over or anything. Well, that happened. All right. Okay, know where I'm going. But first, let's drop off some furniture. Yes, this is the furniture room. Make it look nice. I did indeed put some furniture. Slowly but surely, this becomes a room of good taste. I'll be right back. Just gonna grab a water bottle. Be back in a sec. Alright, I'm back. Hydration is important, kiddos. Don't forget. Oh, yeah, I could just break through there. I don't even have to go all the way back. I know Twitch is like, oh, you've got one viewer. And I'm just questioning, is the viewer me? Oh yeah, that door's magically sealed. So many magically sealed doors in this game. I think the shape of the skull is meant to be a Metroid reference. I'm not a Metroid player, so I could not confirm or deny that. Wow, that was a stupid call. Oh, come. Ah! Glad no one was here to see that. Actually, I'm going to take a moment, because no one's here to watch otherwise. And have Gondor call for aid. Oh, in a manner of speaking. Hydrate a little. Man, I must be slightly dehydrated or something. Because, that water tastes really, really effing good right now. And I think that's basically everyone invited. Trying to make this a party. Trying to make this a party and invite all the cool kids. All right. Continuing moving. This has not been my greatest night for streaming. Technical issues and just organizational problems and just a lot of it is coming from just having to get used to the fact that I'm doing this on a schedule now. And doing things on a schedule is always kind of weird for me. I'm one of those people who really, really likes things to be on a schedule and yet has difficulty managing schedules myself. That's just kind of weird. Alright, let's snap this fucker. Kaboom! Ooh. Is that a door? That's a door. Oh, it's just a save room. I don't know why I thought there was anything up there. There never is. Ooh, what's this? It's a pretty vase. Vase? Vase? Oh, come on! I came all this way! I came all this way! Oh, I feel lied to. And here I thought I was being clever. Game's a little less open-ended than I remember it being. Of course there's nothing to break there. Why would there be anything to break there? Stop trying to break walls. Every game I've been doing this stream, I've been trying to break walls. Ow. This is what I think of you and your frickin' jacks. And I know there's nothing back here. I just kind of want to kill shit. That is a really interesting sound effect. Do 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 do. Like a really, really weird heartbeat. I'd almost say that's what a Time Lord heartbeat should sound like in Doctor Who, except that's not actually it. Oh, hell no. Screw the dagger. Clearly not my most intelligent moment. Right, and that room is blocked off at the bottom, so alternate route. Came into the skeleton cave for nothing. Although, considering that the cave has wallpaper, is cave really an appropriate thing to call it? Like, I buy that this bit's a cave. It's literally a cave made of skeletons. But that other place is wallpaper. What's a better word for that? Atrium? Skeleton atrium. Granted, it lacks a little bit of the badass punch of Skeleton Cave. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Okay, so I can push back to the original portal. And I think that's what I'm going to have to do, but I'm going to climb this tower anyway, even though it's probably going to be fruitless. Oh, damn it, I lost my dash. I think the thing that bugs me about that walking animation is that he brings his knees so far forward when he walks relative to his center of gravity. Also, yes, transitioning my Xbox Elite controller to the more traditional D-pad is definitely making a difference. I like the little platter D-pad. It's very nice for omnidirectional inputs, but sometimes a four-way pad is really just the best thing you can do. Alright, there are zombies here. Yeah, you better run, White Dragon. It is locked. I'm willing to bet that up there is locked, too. So let's go confirm. Let's go confirm the thing that we already heckin' know. I swear, backtracking to confirm things that you already knew is like 90% of Castlevania. 90% of your playtime is going to be spent backtracking and doing the things that you already knew you couldn't do. Yep. Gonna need the high jump. Alright. So, let's go do the thing that I already knew I needed to do. kind of weird doing this. You know, streaming to nobody in particular. Because really, it's just me playing a game talking to myself. It's like running a radio station with nobody tuned in. Like, you gotta do the thing. Because someone might tune in. You can't just, like, let the music play. Oh, invincibility frames are wonderful! Man, I remember coming through here the first time and I was like all panicked and everything because the enemies were such a huge scale up from what I've been facing. And now they're barely registering as an inconvenience. Was, and then I got it. Let's see if Merchant's still there. I could stock up on a few potions. He is still here, you bastard. The awful music. Oh god, that theme lives in my nightmares. We'll take 5 potions. Oh god, that. I already have one. I already have one. That's a downgrade in the only way that matters. Already have 2. And I have nothing to sell that he likes, so I'll grab a few more anti-venoms. Now let's just grab 500 gold worth of anti-venoms because they're really cheap. Do the same for uncurse. And then grab another 12 potions. There. There. I think that is as adequately prepared as any vampire hunter could ask for. Let's push back towards that portal. Hello, portal room. Whoosh. Back to the land of color. I know I say that like every time, but it's always because I'm genuinely glad to be back in a land with color. Fuck you, Medusa heads. Of course, this area is full of candles to keep this from being as effective as it should be. Also, the really badly edited crotch statues. I don't know why I keep remembering something at the end of that hallway with the lizard people. I really don't know. No, wait, that needs a high jump, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm willing to bet high jump. Yep, high jump. There's no way to double jump that. But on the right side, I can now dash through everything in this area. So I think unless any viewers show up in the next half hour, call it, I'll probably just call the stream there. Boom, shakalaka. Oh, you son of a bitch. I was certain there'd be something down here that would help, but evidently not. I was wondering who that lady in the red dress in the painting is supposed to be. So I'm breaking all of these breakable blocks. I remember a couple more that I passed. I just can't remember where I passed them. I think I should try to investigate and see if I can get into that wing of the castle from here. Of course, the answer is going to be no, because I'm not that lucky. And I suppose I could just look it up. Like, you know, I could easily, like, just whip out my phone and look something up on like a game fact or something, but I'd rather figure this out myself again, because I figured it out once upon a time on my own, didn't need a game fact to do it. And I'd rather keep it like that. Aha! Aha! Yes! A thing which indicates progress is being made. A power-up that I couldn't get to before. Nope, still locked. That's right, you cannot penetrate my anti-bullshit barrier. Haha, fuck off, ghosts. It's been a while since we were here. Let's see if my double jump nets me anything else that's particularly cool. Not that the rock armors were ever, like, spectacularly difficult or anything, but I do kind of feel bad for these guys, because they at least used to take, like, what, 3 or 4 hits? That was like the wimpiest charge shot ever. Admittedly, it's because I totally spaced that I had charge shot still equipped. I have a spinny cross and I'm not afraid to use it. I don't know how mixing holy water with wind gets you the Hydro Storm. Yeah, suck it, Medusa heads. Okay, there's something. There's something somewhere that will cause those doors to open. What the hell was it? I feel like it's at the tip of my brain and just not cooperating. Yeah, so that gate will take me into Castle B in the catacombs. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, it is. I did explore it in Castle B. Alright. So, if I go to Castle B's map, so if I take that portal, that's relatively close to where I am here, Castle A. That will take me to that portal in Castle B. And then if I take that portal that it links to, it drops me off in the Skywalkway in Castle A. Which if I then go to the clock tower portal room, it drops me off in the clock tower in Castle B. Oh man, this is confusing. How did I ever keep track of this shit as a teenager? Holy crap. There's a relic. There's a relic that unlocks those sealed doors. And I can't for the life of me figure out where they are. Because I need a high jump to get into the catacombs from the clock tower. I mean, no matter what. You know, that's the only way in. So, okay, so I've fully explored there. Okay, so we're going to go to the Skywalkway, because there's a room in the Skywalkway, a boss room it looks like. Yeah, that's where I fought the Shadow, in Castle B. And it looks like there's something there that I haven't explored. And I haven't broken through that save wall in Castle A either. So, if nothing else, just so we can squeeze in some productivity, we're gonna backtrack to the Skywalkway again. And we're gonna go do those things. And hopefully one of those two things will net me the solution that I'm looking for. Because honestly, my memory gets kinda foggy around this part of the game. Oh, hey, Celine. Nice to see you drop by. Because been kind of streaming to no one, at least as far as I know, for over an hour now. God, has it already been an hour? What the hell? Remember when you were like a kid and a 15-minute timeout seemed like an eternity? Been fighting pirates? Or like hobos on the street? Because I have a really funny image of you in my head now, just like picking fights with hobos. Come here, you homeless motherfucker. Let me adjust my ratio of Streamlabs to VBA. Aw, not picking fights with hobos. Aw, and I thought you were cool. No, I do think you're cool. You're very, very cool, even if you don't fight hobos. How's your day been, Celine? Other than fighting your brain. Brain pirates. Like your computer blue screened or you blue screened? Because knowing both of us, that could go either way. You know? Given how the two of us work, I would almost say that the computer blue screening might actually be preferable. Because at least on Windows 10, the blue screen is no longer like the death sentence that it used to be, you know? Now it just means something happened, the computer didn't like it, it's gonna try to restart to fix it. Yeah, that's definitely been a thing that has been happening. Apparently there's also like a text string that, if it executes in your browser, and it's just like part of Windows, but like if it just... But apparently it can, like, corrupt your entire frickin' hard drive, and so Microsoft's gonna be having to issue another patch just to fix that. And I'm like, and see, this, guys, is why Windows as a service was a bad idea. Because the more you issue updates on the fly, the more this stuff is gonna break. That's where I kind of miss, like Windows XP, Vista, and 7 just doing service packs, because when you got a service pack update, you knew you were in for some pretty huge improvements. And now, you know, Microsoft's like, oh, hey, there's an update, and we're all just like, fuck! I don't want to update. Update means other things break, and it works right now. And I will say, one thing that I do not miss in the slightest about being a Linux user is all those little regular updates that happen like every few days where, frankly, it never felt like anything changed. It's like the computer was working fine before, it was working fine after, and I can't tell if anything's changed or not. Wow, this was useless. Medicine jars. I'm pretty sure those make you invincible. And considering I've only died, like, what, once? I don't think that's going to be much of an issue. Well, that's good to hear. Handling fine after the crash is what you want to hear. Ah, forward progress at last. Be strong, Maxime! You must! We can't let him get a hold of Liddy! Go now! It's up to you! Yeah, you can't really talk with him afterwards. No. Well, now that I've enabled, like, actual forward progress, I wish I had a bigger audience, but nice to have you around at least for this, Celine. You get to see Juiced be badass, and me tell him how to do that. Yikes. Yikes. So as it turns out, it took a lot of running my head into walls, but I finally figured out the way forward. Oh man. How was I that dense? I used to play this game all the time. will say the chapel is a good deal smaller in this game than it usually is in a lot of Castlevania games. Alright, so I need to put on Maxime's. And why not? Let's put on Juiced. Oh, this staircase. I love how the setup is, like, done exactly like it was in Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night. Oh, that's cool. I forgot they did that. Like that 3D effect. Like, I don't think that's mode 7. I don't think that's like what they did in Super Castlevania 4. But that's cool. I think the way they pulled that off is just there's multiple versions of that background texture, and then as you move and clear invisible programming points on the staircase, it tells, and the camera moves, the game loads sequentially new versions. Hint card number 3. Man, I'm getting these out of order. Yeah. Kneel before the round gate to be taken to a different place. Yeah, I think we figured that out, game. Pazuzu! Okay, so those little fireballs that he throws out can't be deflected by attacks. That's solid information. That is good intel. Ah, fuck. I was about to load into my main menu and, like, throw on some potions, and then it just all happened so quickly, and my reflexes couldn't account for it. I'm gonna go have to talk to Maxime again, aren't I? Oh, wait, no, I won't. Yay! I was at least that forward thinking. Actually, indeed, I don't think I have information on old Pazuzu. Pazuzu Senpai? Oh my god, we need to call Pazu that. Like, just let him be befuddled over it. Just call him Pazuzu Senpai. Oh, that sexy frame rate drop. Okay, this really isn't doing me much good. So I think I will try that that marble race again, but I'm gonna do it after I run out of other things to collect. I don't want to let it beat me, but if it's not essential to my forward progress, then I'm going to save that for later. But the memory of that loss, that repeated loss, it lives in my head and it taunts me. He tasks me. He tasks me and I shall have him. Okay. This time, for sure. God, that's cool. That parallax effect is really cool. And then once we take out a couple of those guardians, those devil thingies, we'll wow, that's we're off to a great start. I stocked up on potions precisely for these sorts of boss fights. Why am I not using them more? It's a legitimate part of the game. I'm not like doing a hardcore like Dark Souls run or anything. Use your damn potions, Lemmy. Okay, so the hitboxes on those are really generous. So let's see if my encyclopedia's got anything on these devil guys. Because that may... Are they called imps? What are the Spriggans weak to? They're weak to wind. Okay. Well, we'll kill some more and we'll figure out what they're called. Tiny devils, that's what they're called. Tiny slime. Where is the tiny devil? Why is there no tiny devil? This is not okay. I'm trying to glean weaknesses in their boss from looking at what weaknesses they have. But apparently they don't have a bestiary entry at all. Kind of weak logic, but, nope. No, I was like, maybe if they've got, a similarity with, maybe if, because they're called devil, right? So, you know, maybe, just maybe, they've got some weaknesses in common with the big devil guy. May as well pop a few more potions. Ended up being unnecessary. Yeah, suck it, Pazuzu. That's what you get for possessing that little girl in The Exorcist. Hello, Blues. We are rescuing Just's kind of sort of girlfriend, Liddy, who is apparently dressed like a French maid. Oh, Just? Yeah, it's French. Just. Oh no! Boney McGrimface! He's back! Stock anime girl scream. Oh dear God, Death! No! No! Don't do it! Red 1! Thank you for the raid! You've arrived just in time for the plot to thicken. Once again, you know, as Castlevania usually does. No, 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 I do not want that dagger. Want to be bridal carried by the Grim Reaper? Weird flex, but okay. Rude poison lizards. Oh, great, it's these barrel guys again. I never did find out if they were, like, supposed to be, like, a reference to mythology or something. Seems like they are. I'm just too lazy to look it up. Oh, hey! The dude with the awful theme music is back. Ooh, now he's selling high potions. If I had to pick an enemy in this game that was pure nightmare fuel for me back when I was playing this game for the first time in high school. Gosh, what would it have been? Discounting bosses, I would probably say it's those little poison balloons that spray the spores everywhere. Because those guys can box you in pretty nasty. In terms of bosses, I don't know. The bosses in this game are kind of easy for a Castlevania game. I mean, even like, you know, even a Metroidvania, the bosses are kind of easy in this game. I want the bloody glove, but I'm not going to spend the money on it yet. Wow, so I am 31, so yeah, this game was it came out, gosh, 2002, I think it did. And I didn't discover it right away. I didn't discover it until about 2004, 2005. So I had just gotten into either high school or it was last year, junior high. Do not remember precisely. But I got it as part of the Castlevania Double Pack. It was the very first Castlevania game that I ever played. And I was hooked immediately. And I have been a hardcore fan of the series ever since. I think the only game in the series that I really have never quite beaten, at least, you know, beaten legitimately. I have done it with cheat codes, but the only ones that I haven't beaten are the first two Game Boy games. Castlevania Adventure and Belmont's Revenge, because those games are just, fuck me, those are such nightmares for me to play through. I mean, people give Legends a lot of crap, because Legends has that fanficky plotline with, you know, Sonia and Alucard being, oh, my true love, and Trevor Belmont, you know, somehow being descended from Alucard, which, you know, not canon or anything, but people give Legends a lot of crap for that. And you know what? You do you, right? But Legends at least controlled a hell of a lot better than the two Game Boy games that came before. So I think Konami Kobe needs more credit for that. Minotaur Part 2. Making a great first impression coming out of the gate. Yeah. The Minotaur boss, like, this is a much more boring version of the Minotaur fight, but the first time you fight the Minotaur, and he's got that halberd, which I did that last stream. I think it was last stream. that was super fun because it really kind of felt like a duel. It almost felt like an easier version of a Dark Souls fight because there's that call and response gameplay where Minotaur gives you that window where he telegraphs his intent, and then, you know, you have that limited amount of time to respond. And so I wish that the level 2 Minotaur was basically just a faster version of that, you know, where the window to respond is shorter. But that never really materialized. They just gave him a ball and chain and made him even more of a wuss. Like, yes, he hits harder, but it's easier to avoid damage. Sure, let's hear a joke. Is it Minotaur level 2? What is it me? Am I the joke? Alright, I'll bite. Why does Dracula hate me? Because he doesn't like steaks. Oh. That is like a proper, like, Castlevania dad joke. Like, you know that, like, Baby Juiced was, like, on Grandpappy Simon's knee, and Grandpa Simon told that joke. That precise one. I always kind of figured that, like, the Belmonts, you know, as they get older and, you know, they're retired and they're training their successor, like, they just turn into huge dorks. That has always been my mental image. Like, they just get that corny sense of humor, and they get kind of sarcastic. And then, of course, Richter's the only one who doesn't, because, of course, Richter ruins everything for the family. I mean, he's cool, he's badass, he's a snappy dresser, but he did kind of step on everything. Right, these are still locked. I need to giggle as I'm forgetting which button to press. That is the wimpiest looking Gorgon I've ever seen. Okay, so... let's go find death. Okay, that just... I'm sorry. It looks like Juice put, like... He put a snowball on the end of the vampire killer. The fabled vampire killer whip of legend, and his idea of an improvement is, let's stick a snowball on the end of it. holy ring. What does that do? That might be more useful. Oh god, why is 69 afraid of 70? I'm bracing myself at this point. Oh man, dad jokes, they're just... they exist in a special realm of humor, right? Like, by most metrics, they should be kind of cringy humor. But they're not. They're, like, we wince at them, but we also laugh. So dad jokes are kind of special. Oh yeah, these Spectre guys. Oh right, I forgot those master lizards take forever to die. Hello, lol what? Welcome to the stream. Fair enough, Blue. Yes, we are playing Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance, which frankly deserves more love in the fandom. Yeah, they really overcompensated for Circle of the Moon's deficiencies in that area. And like the thing is that Circle of the Moon has it is a colorful game, right? But only if you're playing it on an emulator or you've got a backlight or a front light to your display. Yeah, exactly. Circle of the Moon uses a lot of colors. It actually has a bigger color palette than this game does. But they use a lot of dark browns, dark reds, dark greens. They wanted to cast this kind of, you know, dark, gothic, haunted castle type atmosphere. And to be fair, they did it very well. They just kind of forgot that the original Game Boy Advance doesn't have a really great screen for that. And so, really, this game, it looks garish on modern displays, but modern displays are much better illuminated. And on the display that this was made for, it actually looks quite reasonable. That's right, Flea Man, jump to your death. Yeah, it is still a bit dark. Ah, Blue, thank you for the follow. Yeah, and you're kind of coming into my gameplay run of Harmony of Dissonance, you know, a little bit towards the later parts of the game. But I am really considering doing other Castlevania games later. I think I'm probably going to be doing Portal next, just because I really love Portal. But I definitely have, you know, backup ROMs for Circle of the Moon and Aria of Sorrow, like, ready to go. So those games will probably be done on this channel in the foreseeable future. Oh, and I hate Spriggans. Well, let's see what this this Windstone... Ooh, wow, that really hits him hard. Holy crap, they said they were weak to wind, and they weren't kidding, were they? Aria of Sorrow, also known as the closest as that you'll ever get to Symphony of the Night on the Game Boy Advance. Man, this room is totally different in Castle A compared to in Castle B. Except this moron is still here. Got anything? I mean, they do that on, like, Whose Line Is It Anyway, you know? Like, things you can say in church, but not to your girlfriend. Oh, hell nah. Not dealing with him just yet. Yeah, there's a big difference between "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned" and "Daddy, I've been naughty." Try to fight him. Greed amulet. That is absolutely just rapper bling. That is rapper bling. I think I'd rather have something useful. Back to the snowball. Holy crap, this guy hits hard. Invincibility frames are wonderful. Now, because I'm curious, what is his weakness? Well, the ruler sword type 1 is weak to ice. It's less the big floaty sword that I'm worried about, and it's more the buddies that he brings to the fight, because it's tough to keep track of them all. Okay, so he's weak to ice. Yeah. Good to know. I would appreciate the audience. Because I actually just started this Twitch channel, like, last Friday. I have not been doing this very long. And I decided to make Harmony of Dissonance my inaugural stream. Mostly because a friend of mine was streaming Rondo of Blood. And then she also decided to do Symphony of the Night, and that kind of put me back into a Castlevania mood, and I'm like, well, what Castlevania game would I stream? And then I decided that Harmony of Dissonance, out of the 3 Game Boy Advance games, is probably the least well-known. It's certainly the one that I see talked about the least. So I figured, let's do that one. Ow! Fucking Spriggans. Oh no. 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 I don't really know their elemental weaknesses, and I'm frankly too lazy to look that up. We'll just use my gimme space technique. Okay, so on this screen now I can... On the screen, I can now see that that was a skull. Back in the GBA days, I was convinced that was a baby face. It really looked like a baby face. Ah, thing that makes my life a little bit better. I too think of the buzzy twig waifus from Skyrim that everybody seems to lewd for reasons I will never fully understand. Oh god. How many of these do you have, Blue? Do you just, like, have a list of these things, like, at the ready? No! Oh, if I had one change that I would make in this game, it would be air dashing. Alright, so we want to get back to that crossroads area. A lot of re-exploring to do. Actually, let's pick up some more potions. I myself am no stranger to that. I have also kept lists of dad jokes. Oh my god, stop with the slide kicks! This fucking bullshit! No! Okay, I'm just gonna cheese the save room at this point because, oh my god. Every time I hear one man's trash is another man's treasure, I get flashbacks to the Jim Carrey Grinch movie. One man's compost heap is another man's potpourri. I don't know, Max. It's some kind of soup. Yeah. Probably not. I think they may have made this spell just a tad too powerful. Frickin' suplexing grandmas. Ooh. Getting classy in this joint. So, do I want to go into bone caverns or regular caverns? Holy crap, he went down easy. And here I was expecting like a big fight. Because you usually get a big fight with disc armors. I love this music again. Okay, I definitely like the color palette of the Castle A skeleton cave considerably better. But then Castle B is mostly just slathered in a bunch of gray and red, and like, there, it's a new castle. Oh, right! Box pushing puzzles! Yeah, groaning is definitely clapping for dad jokes. Oh, check that. In defiance of physics and the laws of God himself. Suck on that, Isaac Newton. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing. It depends on how inappropriate you want to go with it. Like, some rude-esque humor is fine, but I try to avoid politics and stuff that offends the terms of service algorithm. Okay, there's a thing to do with this box. Solve the puzzle quickly, Lumi. I can't stand this music. Oh, damn it. Okay, you really got me with that one. A little bit. If I've done this right, I should be able to balance. Yes! Ha 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 ha! Hello, shiny object. Oh god, these guys. I mean, at least they go down easy. Okay, so I'm just gonna point out, a little bit angry, because, like, they've got the statue doing the Bloody Tears thing, right? And yet the song Bloody Tears never once features in this game. They had a perfect setup, and they never did anything with it. right? I had a different, less silly answer to that. Oh, right. Sup, Legion? Who apparently oozes an unknown material and screams a lot now. Oh, check that frame rate out. I'm just curious if steel tip does any difference. Not really. Wow, he went down like a bitch. Okay. I know what this is. Oh dear. I mean, you kind of have to, you know? Yeah, some of us just, you know, some human beings just get the clapback gene, you know? We make a quip whether we want to or not. Nope, that's not gonna work. No, this puzzle couldn't be this simple. Oh! Okay, so I'm supposed to get up there. No, this isn't gonna work either. Okay, I need to get at least one of these things. Ooh. Oh. It's one of those things where, like, that would be funny if just not for the embarrassment factor, you know? Like, later on it becomes the sort of thing that you can kind of laugh about, but in the moment it's just so mortifying. Ooh. I think I've got a winning strategy here. Not this particular execution, but now I think I know what I need to do. Boy, if it's taking me all this time to figure out these puzzles, I'm gonna get wrecked by Portal. Floodgate key. That sounds super promising. Oh, and I can finally bust this piece of crap. Just break some blocks like Minecraft! And there's a limit to how far I can go up this way because I'm going to need a high jump to clear the rest of it. But I'm at least going to save. Took a mega bite out of your work. I can because that happened to me in elementary school. That literally happened to me in elementary school. It was my science fair project, and it involved chemicals that the dog thought smelled really, really good. So she ate it, and we had to take her to the vet. And there was... By that point, the stores were closed and everything, so we couldn't exactly just go to the store and pick up more of the stuff. So I literally needed to bring my parents in to be like, no, the dog really did actually, no kidding, eat the science fair project. We've got the medical bills to prove it. Yeah, Indy was a really good dog, and she was a really smart dog, but that smartness was not what we'd say evenly distributed across the entirety of her lifespan. So she had these moments where, if you were one thing, God, and this happened when I was really little. But, like, my friend Jared and I used to, like, just throw rocks up in the air, right? And we'd kind of pretend they were fireworks. Kid stuff. I don't know where we got that idea. And Indy would try to catch rocks with her mouth. And occasionally she'd be successful at that. And that's why she only had 3 canine teeth. Because one of them got chipped out because she caught a rock with her mouth. Good job, dog. And great job us for encouraging that behavior because we thought it was funny and we were kids, so we didn't know any better. But yeah, so those are some of my dog stories. Yeah, I mean, kids, but, you know, at the same time, you know, hurting animals isn't, you know, something that, you know, sits well with the conscience as you get older. And so it's a thing that I think about more and more as I grow up. So, fun fact about that Medusa in the background, that was actually taken from a earlier Castlevania game. Kudos to actually getting the snake ribcage right. Just die! That's right, back up, you brute. What the hell? What have you got there? A smoothie. And I think that is... No, that's not the Pazuzu from this game. It's, I think it's based on one of Dracula's forms from Castlevania 3, but that's one of those things where I'm questioning it and what I know enough that maybe don't quote me on that without fact-checking it. But I think that statue is based on one of Dracula's phases from Castlevania 3. Haha, invincibility frames in for the win. It's kind of awesome how so many sprites from Rondo and Symphony were able to be incorporated into this game with just a couple of visual downgrades. Like, I think a bunch of them have like one or two fewer sprites where, you know, they can shorten an animation a little bit. But a lot of these are direct ports from earlier games. Which, as we later found out, wasn't just Koji Igarashi being a cheapskate, it was Konami cutting his budget to the point that he really didn't feel he had other options. Wow, that fight was awkward. That is a recurring problem with the enemies in this game. Like, their AI is functional, you know, it gets the job done, but it's not exactly exemplary by any stretch. But, like, part of it is that the AI designates a certain amount of time for an attack to be done. And in some cases, like, if you cancel out that attack right as they cast it, they still have to wait for the designated amount of time for that animation to complete before they can resume their AI. Aw, okay, Blue. I will be streaming again on Friday evening, Alaska time. So probably gonna get started around 5:30. Again, Alaska time, which, you know, I know doesn't play the greatest with everybody's schedule, but yeah, I do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So sleep well. Some salvation. This is the, no, this is not the elevator room. I wouldn't call it a clutch save room, but it definitely took some pressure off me. Oh fuck, victory armor! Fuck, 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 fuck. Oh, how dare you, sir! The vaguest notion of where I'm going. Or more precisely, what I'll be doing when I get there. Whew. This version of the caves, definitely a little bit more hectic than the one in Castle B. And let's clear the space. Oh, this was where I was supposed to be going. Immense water drained away from somewhere. Well, I don't know where that somewhere is. Not yet. Man, Merchant suddenly decided he was going to get around. Actually, before I commit to buying anything, let's optimize my gear. So one of the things that kind of annoys me about the video game industry, since, you know, I'm doing this and, you know, makes me think about it, is how this kind of stuff, like picking out your gear and making sure that your numbers are right, is referred to as RPG mechanics. And I'm like, fuck, what? Because this is not role-playing. RPG is short for role-playing game, right? This is not role-playing. Like, in the slightest. Like, figuring out your build and everything, that's a thing you can do. That's part of video games, but I wouldn't call it role-playing in the slightest. Holy shit! Where the hell am I gonna get 15,000 gold? Yeah, some of that stuff could definitely be useful, and I could definitely pick it up now, but that doesn't seem like the best decision. Alright, fine. If you don't want to come over and play, I'll just leave. See, that's not what I consider playing a role, though. Like, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, in soccer, there's a number of different strategies you can do to be an effective goalie, right? But that doesn't really change your role. You are a goalie. There are different tips, different techniques, and all of that. But what you are is fundamentally the same. And to me, this is kind of like being a goalie in soccer. There are many different strategies that you can use to bring Just to ultimate victory. But ultimately, he is who he is. His character doesn't change. Oh, snap. Let's go save first. Sorry, witch. I don't have time for your bullshit. I'll kick your ass later. Oh, yes. Sup, Talos? And this guy is why all of the belly aching about Talos in Skyrim really made me laugh. He is an impressive-looking boss, though. I will give him that. This game definitely over-relies on the armor enemy type, though. And I think that's mostly because of space limitations, and they weren't quite sure how to handle them. Man, Numidium. That's taking me back. That is definitely taking me back in the Elder Scrolls lore. I was not looking where I was going in the slightest. Well, I mean, like, the reason that folks like me get pissed off when Bethesda doesn't go with the lore that they've established is because the lore that they established is actually pretty fucking cool. You know? It's like, you don't need to retcon it to make it cool. It was already that. Yeah, most of Bethesda's attempts to make the Elder Scrolls lore cool have actually made it less so. Like, it was peak cool when it was basically just a cocaine fever dream at the beginning of the 90s. You know, I haven't kept up with his later work. Like, I heard that he'd done some stuff for Dragon Age, but also that it was, like, super sketch. I have no idea how true any of that is. I am not the world's biggest Dragon Age fan. I certainly enjoyed Inquisition, but Origins and Dragon Age 2 were, I'm gonna be honest, kind of a slog. They were not that fun. Also, a lot of people who really like Dragon Age Origins tend to get really offended when I'm like, I did not have fun playing Dragon Age Origins. And they seem to always mistake it as me saying, like, the game is bad. No, the game is... the actual game part of the game, I'm gonna be honest, it is pretty bad. But the story is excellent. Like, Dragon Age Origins absolutely needs a modernized remake to really make it pop. It hasn't aged that well at all. Yeah. It's a bit like trying to release a silent movie today. And like an actual silent movie from the silent movie era. You know, people can appreciate why people liked it back then, but that's a far cry from enjoying it honestly now. And you know what? I'm actually going to say Dragon Age Origins, gameplay-wise, has aged a little bit better than Morrowind. Not much, but enough that I can notice, and that if I were given the choice of playing Origins or Morrowind, I would absolutely play Origins instead. Morrowind is another one of those things where really, like, I need to see what a modern developer could do with it. Because, again, the story's good. The world building, just top class. The alienness of the map, it's a classic. But at the same time, it doesn't even let you sprint at the beginning of the game. Like, there's just so much about it that needs to be reworked. I'd say Oblivion, though. Oblivion's fine where it is right now. Like, maybe in another 5 years I'll change my tune and I'll just be like, oh my god, this game has aged terribly. But where it is, it's still pretty enough, and it plays enough like a modern Elder Scrolls game that I'm willing to give a pass to Oblivion. There's a lot about Oblivion that's worth liking. Just not the character designs. Yes! Yes! Oh my god. Yeah. Ah, and there's Juiced stupid knees forward walking animation. Keep forgetting, I don't have the energy circle equipped. Stop holding the button down like it's the energy circle. Yep. I definitely find the wiki over at Fandom to be maybe not better organized, but like the vernacular is better. So it's better at putting everything into plain English and connecting around and letting you know what's more significant. Unfortunately, you're still dealing with scuff source material, so there's going to be confusion. But I think Fandom alleviates the confusion a little bit better than UESP does. Yeah, I mean, UESP is good if you want to understand the details of something, go to UESP. If you want to know why you should care, go to the Fandom one. Bullet tip. Now I can make like a Christopher Belmont. Sort of. Well, actually, yes, literally, because he could only do the whip bullet thing when his HP was full, too. Well, not full, but if you took a hit, your whip downgraded, so that's why you can only do it at full health on this one. Yep, too much information is not just for, it's not just for embarrassing topics. Well, I'm probably going to make it to the next save room and call it a stream from there. Because we're running up at 3 hours. And that does seem to be my average stream time. So where would that be? I guess the closest one is the one in the caves. Which is actually close to where I want to be anyway. Ah, if only I didn't have to listen to this music again. Yeah, the Cypher's Charm item is a reference to Sifa Belnatus from Castlevania 3. Hence why it makes your MP restore faster, because it lets you do the magic thing. And then the bullet tip is a reference to Christopher Belmont from the Castlevania Adventure, because he could fling little fireballs from his whip. Not always as useful as it sounds. I will, to my dying day, insist that Castlevania Legends was a better Game Boy Castlevania than either of the two Castlevania adventure games that preceded it. If for no other reason than it's nowhere near as crushingly difficult. Well, got a fair amount of forward momentum. Man, I've almost fully explored Castle A. I just need that high jump thing and I can explore the rest. God, my chair is so freaking creaky. It's only like a year old. I hope that's not my, not like an omen for how my back is gonna be in like 5 years, because oh my god. Anyway, so I will be streaming again on Friday evening. Probably gonna get started a little bit earlier. Got started kind of late now, because, well, frankly, I totally forgot that I had a schedule at all. Growing pains, you know? But yes, so I will be streaming Friday evening. Probably gonna get started around 5:30, 5:45 Alaska time. For any of you folks who are watching who may not be in Alaska time, that's GMT -9, I think. Basically just calculate Pacific time and then, you know, subtract an hour, I think. God, I can never keep that straight. Time zones are weird. Fuck you, Benjamin Franklin. But yeah. So, yeah, I will see y'all Friday. Hopefully. So, on that bombshell, be safe, have fun, light nobody on fire. Good night.